Good morning, and it's one of these days, which is actually the first day of daylight savings, which is like I love it because we're going into daylight savings. But guess what? I'm a bit tired because we lose like a whole hour. I actually quite like it when we go out of daylight savings because all day I look at my watch and I leave it at the old time and I think, this is pretty exciting. I've still got an hour up my sleeve. So it's actually all mind games. But anyway, I'm here. It's 8 o'clock in Australia, daylight savings time. I'm not sure where you are in the world or who is on this morning or even if anybody will pop up this morning, and that's fine. My idea at 8 o'clock in the morning is just to keep checking in. For those of you who don't know, I'm Michelle and I'm running the challenge for you here at Mission Mojo for the next 2 weeks. I'm sure most of you know that already. Anyway, so how are you going? How are you going starting your writing? Are you like me and still bashing out, exactly what am I going to write about? So one day's actually already gone since we started. Although I guess if you live in other parts of the world, we actually aren't at the end of the first day yet, and that's fine. We're not going to be too picky about exactly when things will finish and start. But, even if you're in America, you still only got, I guess, a few hours to go before it is the end of the first day. So personally, I think I've come up with my topic. I think it's going to be about work-life balance for mumpreneurs. Not a great term. I don't really like mumpreneurs, and I may go into that in the article or in another article. So just having thought about it, I've actually come up with a few other ideas, which is really cool. And I'm assuming that that's happened for you too. I just had somebody pop in. Hello, welcome. So I'm not sure how you're coming up with your topic. I hope if you need any help that you'll come over to the group and ask. December she doesn't need any help with her topic so much as a little bit of help with her headline. She's looking at putting in a number. So she's doing, thinking of putting in something like a number of ways being a spiritual guided mama benefits our children. So, and with using the number, and it reminded me that in a lot of the research that I've done over the years, numbers are actually quite good. You don't always have to put numbers in your headline, but they work a treat when it comes to attracting people's attention, because they instantly think, oh, there's just 5 tips to get this body that I wanted. Or so if you put in, here are 300 steps to getting the body you want, nobody's going to buy it, of course. But if it was 200 fantastic ways you could make money online, more people are going to buy it, because that means there are more options for them to do that thing. Whereas if it's something like, losing weight or the fastest way to do something, then obviously having the fewer numbers would be better. But numbers do actually attract people's attention, and for whatever reason in our brain, we calculate, it attracts us, and we want to, we're more likely to read it or pick up the magazine and buy it, that kind of thing. So do think about numbers in your headline, which brings me to another point. I've had, Ken did have a heading for his topic and what he's going to write about. And I did suggest running it through a headline analyzer, like the one we've got linked in the resource centre. And it actually said, well, the one you've come up with, Ken's not great, but, try a couple of others. And he did, and he's come up with one that comes through and gets a much higher score. So that's good. So make sure you do that. It is, as I said yesterday, the headline that you come up with it's actually like your ultimate marketing thing. It's the first thing people are going to see before they read your post. So it will even dictate whether they read it or not. So if you're really keen on people actually reading what it is you're writing for the next week, then do spend some time at some stage in the next week honing that headline. And many people will actually sit down and they'll write 30 or 40 or even 50 different versions of their headline, and then run them through things like this headline analyzers and just see what works best. And often the ones you start with, you'll go, oh, can't believe I was even considering using that. And the one you end up with at the end or near the end turn out to be pretty good. So do give that the time that it deserves, and it does deserve a bit of time. So if you have any questions right now, just put them in the chat and I'll have a quick look in a minute. These check-ins each day shouldn't take too long, depends on how many questions we have and what we need to get through. The idea isn't just for me to touch base, to be available for you in a kind of live format, so that if you do have any live questions, you can ask. And if you have any questions and you can't make it live, then you're more than welcome to put them into the group in the particular, under the image that I create each day just for that. So, for putting your questions. Now, I also wanted to say great job for Emma, Jeffrey, Seed, and Amanda. They've all actually posted how many words, or even if they haven't done any words, they've put a post up underneath the day one, post your word counts. They've put that in the comments. Now I've got to go and put mine in, which I actually might do live. How cool is that? So mine is 0, but we'll do some today. One of the things I noted down to talk to you about was just making sure you get started, because that is the biggest thing. It's that, writer's block, whatever. So once you've got your topic, obviously that's a bit tricky, but once you have your topic, just get started. Even if you're tossing up between 3 or 4 different things, you can come and ask us in the group and we can help you work out which one's a good one to go with, or just grab one. Just get started, because the worst that's going to happen is you'll have a whole bunch of words that you've written that you might be able to do all kinds of other things with in the future. Whether you decide it's a post that you want to put out there at the end of the week or not, I don't know. Hopefully it will be, so that we can use it in the second week. But you just got to get started. And the biggest part for all of us is that white page or that white screen, or you need to get started. So just get started. That's what I'm going to be doing today after I've been for my run. I'm about to go for my Sunday morning run, and then I'll be off to the race course, as they say in Australia. We will get started. So who's actually here? I can't actually see from here. So I'd love it if you could leave just a chat to say hi at the bottom. And you don't have to ask any questions, of course, because we're not... you don't have to ask any questions. Just want to say hi. And then I can let you get on with your weekend. I think I've got Sif. I can see... I'm just looking at on... you can't see on the phone, but I can see it on the computer, and it looks a bit weird because I can see myself too. Anyway, that's fine. All right, so obviously you're all doing fabulous, and you don't need... Yes, it is Sif. So Sif is from Iceland, but currently I think still in Italy, or back in Italy. She's a friend of mine over there who's doing amazing things online too. So if you have any pets and you want some advice, go and talk to Sif, because she's actually a veterinarian who's enjoying travelling around and working her digital business. So that's cool. Welcome. Anyway, I'm going to go because I have to have a run, because that's what I do on Sunday mornings. I just wanted to check in. Obviously, everything's going fabulously for you all. Do come into the group and let me know if you've got any questions or you're having any issues that's a little bit tricky or whatever, and we can work together as a group and get this blog post done. In the next couple of days, I might talk a little bit more about the images you might use and that kind of stuff. But otherwise, I'll be here again tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning in Australia, on the eastern side of Australia, which you can... I've tried to work out exactly what time that is in all places of the world. Hopefully I haven't made any mistakes there. But otherwise, go and look at a time converter and see what time that is where you are. So have a fantastic weekend, what's left of it, for those of us over here. We've just got Sunday to go. If you're in other parts of the world, you've got Saturday night and Sunday. So have an awesome time and get some writing done. I want to see some numbers in the on the Facebook group. Even just go put 0 like I just did, because that's okay. You're actually putting something down and you don't want to have to put 0 again tomorrow. So like me, I'm not going to put 0 tomorrow. So go put something in there, and I'll catch you here tomorrow at 8 a.m. And who else is there? Danielle and Anna. Hi guys. Again, I'm sorry, Anna. Anna seems to come on. She came on yesterday and it was just as I was leaving, and now I'm leaving again. So I would love to see you all go put something in. This is a big part of it. You're not being accountable to me, you're being accountable to you. The whole challenge isn't really about you competing with anyone else, or it's all about you. So you're only competing with you. The challenge is for you to stand up and get some stuff done for you. So for you, go over to the Facebook group and write in. Even if you didn't write any words on your blog post yesterday, go write 0. that's fine. Because then tomorrow you'll be more inclined to write a number because you will have actually done something, because that's what accountability is about. All right. Love you all. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.